they're not going to call it cancer anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Because everyone's afraid of getting it. So they're using new terminology.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
I don't know. And it turns out neither do they.
No.
It's a myth, you know, it's a myth.
It's sort of like, you know, what it is for me. You know, like it's the nights. It's those nights that, like, I'm up at 3. Everything's changed. The whole pattern's changed. And so I've taken all the mirrors out of the house. You know, the worst thing is going into the bathroom, turn on the light and go. Please, you know, that's the thing, you know. And then the other day, these guys, they never leave you alone. They come around, you know. They come around on those Sundays and they knock on the door, those guys.
Who's that?
Well, I don't know. They have a pamphlet and they want you something about Jehovah's.
Jehovah's. On a Sunday they're coming to you?
Oh, they come on Sunday, yeah.
Oh, well,
And
usually they're no there, you know. They're up at the Kingdom Hall.
Oh, yeah.
You know, with Jehovah's Witnesses, it's sort of a seniority thing.
Huh.
Well, they think there was only going to be 156,000 of them getting into heaven.
Right.
Aye,
Right.
that's what they say.
Well, they got to get all that into heaven.
Well, I don't know, but you know, somebody said, well, no, they have to start seeing heaven on earth,
Oh, yeah.
like we are in the heaven now.
We are.
Aye.
Yeah. Was that what all that road work's about? Trying to get quicker into heaven?
That's exactly.
Notice that, you know, the main central area, that new road work is up by the GVM there.
Oh, aye.
And they're going to start working it from the other way down to the GVM, but that's because of $1.44 day. They want to just get everybody there without any trouble.
You know, that's about makes as much sense as any of it does, you know.
Yeah.
I think there's a whole thing going on here, like, you know, we're in a place now with declining populations.
Well, that's why, that's the whole thing behind the hospital, like closing down facilities. They want the population to decline. They pay out less.
Well, you see,
And then we all ride for free during the week on the ferry. That's why they want to get rid of us.
well, you see, there's this, as I read this report, and it said that we're doing this. Stephen Harper is behind it all. Stephen Harper.
Yes.
And you know why he's behind it all? Because in the United States of America, they always say that, you know, we can't have free medical in the States like they have in Canada. So Stephen Harper doesn't like to embarrass the people in the States. So he's trying to cut out the Medicaid here so that, like, if you do get the treatment for free, that you'll get it in 3 years.
Well, you know, can I make a cup of tea there? Is that okay?
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah. You know, Bert usually makes a cup of tea when I come in.
This lovely top.
Well,
Oh, God.
well, you know what I was saying? I started to say about those guys coming on Sunday.
Aye.
Yeah, they come and knocked on the door and they were saying that. Saying that we can't. What was I doing? Sort of like that's the way it is, you know. Like I get into the car 3-4 times. I forget my keys, then I forget my wallet.
I know.
Go in and get my wallet, forget to go back in the car. 2 days before I leave.
And it's only going to get worse, you know.
And you know, things disappear.
Well,
Is that happening to you?
Well,
Like keys will my glasses, I think my keys and my glasses are having an affair. they're gone, and then sometimes I can just see them, like out of the corner of your eye, like they get back a little too late, you know? Oh, I know, you know, my grandson thinks, he says, Grandpa's losing it, that's what he says.
oh,
And then there's the single socks. The socks that never come back. Where the hell do they go?
I don't know.
And then I have all these decisions to make, you know. Like I have argyle socks. Can I put like something with an argyle sock? I mean, those are really testy, you know, those socks. So I wrap them up, and then there's 3 of them, and
to keep you awake at night, you know, so you've wondered, you worry about your clothing.
Oh, well, all these things I start worrying about. Like, it's like, I kind of think that they start having lives of their own, you know. And
Your clothes.
And are they happy? And that's why, I put my underwear together and I don't mix my socks because then they don't get along and they make fun of each other.
Well, you see, I'm keeping my underwear, my special underwear, in one drawer, and then my work underwear in another drawer. If you keep them separate like that, you know, you can always go to the special drawer and...
Oh, you got a special drawer, do you?
I do. And I don't even have to let anybody know that I have them on, but I know.
Like the little frilly ones?
Well, I'm not going to go so far as to whet your fantasy.
Oh, Maggie, I knew. I've heard rumors, you know. I've heard rumors about it. Oh,
You know, every now and again you sort of channel.
I know.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, it's hard, you know, when you get old. You know, I wanted to finish that story about the seven, who was it came to the door?
7 dwarfs. Aye, that's what I have. You know, you shouldn't be worrying about what it is you can't remember and what it is you're supposed to be doing. Just enjoy it. Just be in it as it is.
Well, I was known. When they came to the door, I was joined. They said, I'm not going to go to heaven because of original sin. That's what it was, original sin. And I said, what the heck is original sin? It's because they said Adam and Eve did it in the garden. I said, what's so original about that?
Well, you know, I can't even imagine who it is that believes all that stuff.
Oh, well, that's the religion, you know. That's been the bane and curse of mankind. Everybody, they all say there's one God and they kill somebody else because they got the same other one God. That don't make any sense. I mean, that's going on for thousands of years. We ain't getting any better at learning about that.
Well, what would you suggest we do then?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we could either get with it and say there is one, or just divide it up into three. No, it's already divided.
Well, you know, we're supposed to have freedom of speech here, you know.
Oh, yeah.
We can talk about anything we want and whoever we
Well,
want.
we're lucky that way. We're lucky. I mean, if you see what's going on out there in the world, I mean, it's all melting down.
Oh, of course.
It's all melting
But
down.
that's a plan. You see, it's if you can keep your head while all else is going all around you crazy, that's what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, yeah. You know what I read in the driftwood? What strangest thing you read in that paper? I mean, some guy got 15 days in jail for grabbing the scrotum of our... You know, I think he was just trying to be friendly.
And it must be the RCMP guy that laid the charge. He enjoyed it too, as well.
Oh, yeah, I mean, back in the old days, that was the form of greeting. Grabbed him by the scrotum. He was just trying to say hello, that's all.
That was before they'd invented the Bible, so you swore on your testicles. What was that, a laugh? Because you gave your testament?
Well, that's it. That's what it's, everything is the same. It's all based on the Bible. This is what's going on.
Well, you see, that's what I'm thinking, and I'm thinking, but you know, on this island, you've got the, whatchamacallit, that group down here on Blackburn Road, they follow the man that doesn't talk.
Oh, yeah, them, the yogis.
He took a vow of silence 40-something years ago.
Oh, I know.
He's never spoken.
Ha.
And
Well,
people follow him expecting him to say something.
that's true, you know, you're always waiting, everybody's waiting for a sign. There's going to be a sign. Somebody's going to get, you know, they're all chasing this magic rainbow. It's like they're going to go to heaven, or they're going to get enlightened.
What's the thing, the rainbow? They've cancelled the rainbow gathering on Halloween.
Oh my God, yes, oh, what about it?
are going to take us into the next echelon. The next echelon. The architect of change told me about it.
Oh, they have somebody come in here to get in touch with your inner Buddha. In a Buddha.
In the Buddha.
They got like a Buddha.
You see that talking in tongues thing that you do so well? I mean, I've listened to you sometimes and I think, he's got language of his own. Brilliant.
Oh, look what Bert's got here.
What's
Did you
that?
see that?
A cake?
A cake?
Oh, no, for
Oh,
me, I'm
yes.
watching my calories. I'm counting my calories.
That's it.
I'm
Oh,
going to get into
Maggie,
a
look at this.
two-piecer before the summer's out.
Anyway, the water's boiling here, Maggie. I'm not totally inept here. You gotta help me
What I'd
out.
suggest is you unplug the kettle.
Oh, you do that?
That's what I'd start at.
All right.
Always start with the power source. Follow the money and know where the power source is.
You know, I can't figure out this thing about the lakes on this island. Do you know what's going on there? Like they say, like you can drink St. Mary's Lake, but you can't swim in it. I don't get that one.
You're trying to make this island make sense?
It's
It's never going to happen.
They don't want people walking around there anymore.
Well, you
Can't
know,
go there.
I think that the whole thing is misguided. Like, instead of trying to clean up the whole lake, you should get Albert Kay to drill a well or two around the outside and suck the water out of the lake through the sand, and that'll be the filter.
Yeah, I think you got something there. You know what I heard they're doing, North Salt Spring? They're draining it, and they're putting a pipeline in from France, and they're going to fill it with Perrier.
Well, that'll bring the tourists, won't it? You know, there's a thing that I can't quite understand.
What's
Did
that?
you try to do that online survey that the Islands Trust? There's a governance thing going on.
Oh, yeah.
And I keep getting reminders that I've not done it yet, you know, and I'm starting to think that,
I tried it. It clicked on the third question, ended up in a porn site.
what did you think?
Well, I voted for it, but
You see that Jane Milton Bottomley?
oh yeah,
That
yeah,
realtor fellow?
Bert's son.
That's
Oh, he's off on a new one. He is.
oh, I know he is.
Oh, yeah, that's the new thing.
He's amazing.
Oh, it's the new thing. You pick up these seniors magazines, and it's all about assisted living and downsizing. Yeah, he doesn't call himself a realtor anymore. He calls himself a downsizing specialist.
That's right.
Everybody's a downsizing specialist. That's what they want. Get you out of your house into some kind of hovel. That's
But you see, that's what we're all supposed to be doing, is downsizing. Like last year, if I hadn't touched something in the last 2 years, I got rid of it.
oh yeah?
2 relationships right away. And it's amazing how light you feel when you give up something like a relationship, you know?
Oh, well, it's a good way to lose unwanted fat, that's for sure.
You see, there's a relationship thing going on this island, you see.
There is?
Aye, like Stephen Harper, eh?
Yeah.
I was talking to Elizabeth May the other
Oh,
day.
yeah.
Turns out originally she's Scottish.
What?
Aye, it
May?
was Mick May, but they dropped the Mick. And it's Elizabeth May, but she's trying to... Stephen Harper, the devil incarnate, is entering into a 31-year contract with China. 31 years.
Oh, yeah. Well,
You don't get 31 years for double homicide in this country.
well, what I heard is he's trading Quebec for China. He struck a deal.
Well, there you are.
Can I have some of this cake, Maggie?
talk for me. You go right ahead,
Oh,
Les.
no, I'm gonna
I've
cut you some
I've
anyway.
got this new app on my iPhone, and I can tell you how much calories it is that I'm not eating. It's like I started off, you know, and had breakfast, had bacon and eggs, and then I went for lunch, and then I did the thing on the app, and I had nothing left to eat for the rest of the day. And I thought, this is no good.
Well, what about the tea? Are you gonna have the tea?
I'll have a cup of tea, that'd be nice.
All right.
Aye, if there's
No,
any
man.
sugar there, I'll take one.
Stop your ironing. You're making me
I've
crazy.
got to get this
You
done.
got some sort of affliction.
No!
Sit down, have a cup of tea.
You know, when people are here to pick up their laundry, you know when it's an affliction, you know?
Oh,
It's you've got to keep the island looking pressed and tidy. They were out today
well,
sweeping the streets.
you know, I've been wanting to ask you there, Maggie. What's going on in your life? Are you in a relationship? You were, weren't you?
I'm seeing a married man.
You are. What's the reason for that?
You are getting forgetful, aren't you? The beauty of that is, it's like having a dog, you know, but you don't have to take care of it. Send it home, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's a lovely guy, and she's a lovely woman, you know, and I don't know if she knows about him and me, and I don't really give a flying fuck.
I love it when you swear.
Yeah, have a cup of tea
Oh,
there.
you know, I get all excited when you talk.
You wouldn't
Bear
stupid
away.
things. Look at that. It's like a half moon.
Oh, yeah, well, it's all in the package. That's what they say.
Oh, easy open. That's what it
They're never
says.
easy to open.
Les, look here, it says easy open.
Either you're missing something or I'm missing something. Look at that, I made a cup of tea.
Okay.
You know, that's the first cup of tea I made at Bert's. I wonder where the heck he is.
And backwards, it's Neppelsay. Neppelsay. I find the one,
I think
the language is
seeing a married man's getting to you, Maggie.
yeah, seeing a married man is nothing. You know, men are the same the world over. I mean, I've travelled a wee bit, and I've had a relationship or two, you know. I'm no bragging, and I'm no saying, you know, what I'm saying. Men the world over are the same, they're just the same. All they want is a wee bit of loving, and to be told that they're right.
Well, you got the philosophy down, Maggie, and
Well, it's
you're a
true.
wise woman.
It's true.
Yeah.
You think about it. When was the last relationship you had, Mr. Smarty Pants? You see what I mean?
Might have been yesterday for all I know.
Is there any sugar in here?
No.
Oh, aye, that's what's missing. Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. Thank you, Les.
Yeah.
I like a man that knows how to make a good cup of tea.
Well, it's one of the few things I learned in life.
I am doing
And I learned how to type in grade 12. It's the only useful thing I got out of school. Yeah.
My favorite thing that I learned early in life was how to be a good cleaner.
A good cleaner, eh?
You clean things good, everybody loves you.
Well, you're a good ironer and you're a good cleaner and you're a good woman, Maggie. You're a good woman. You know, I've always kind of had my eye on you, you know, but you never gave me the time of day. Well, yeah, you did, but it was always wrong.
You see, Les, it's not that I wouldn't like to. It's just that, you know, I think there's more power in not yet.
Yeah, well, that's true, but yours was never.
Now it's not yet. Something was positive.
Oh, it is. Yes. Hey, you have to try this. Very nice. Getting pretty far along,
You see, that's what I mean. You're just like most men.
Well, you know,
The things I've had stuffed in my mouth. I had a turkey leg once. At a barbecue, somebody came up and said, try this. There was a whole turkey leg in my mouth, you know. And the grease was running down my chin.
just for...
Close your eyes.
So there's something I haven't touched for 2 years.
I thought you were having one of them jammers. You know, what's his name had a jammer on the golf course? Craig.
Great.
Craig Dino had a heart attack and died
On the golf course.
on the golf course. And his friend said he went so well, he was apologizing for letting him down and no finishing. And he died right there, deep, gone, forever, never to play again.
It was really good.
I'm not having any more of that. He ate cake too. I just can't Did you hear what happened to Minnie? Minnie? Up at Green? Minnie Lotlow, you know her.
Oh, yeah.
She's up at Greenwoods now. And the family, the 3 daughters, get a phone call. Come up, it's an emergency, and they go up there, and it turns out that Minnie has been sleeping around. She slept with 3 of them in the Greenwoods already. And so,
All at the same time?
no separately. Well, she's only been in there a week. Given a chance anyway, the councillors phoned up the daughters and said they've got to come in, and they thought that the men were taking advantage of Minnie. Get that away from you. You're going to end up with that on the shirt and it'll be spoiled. What is it that you think is attractive about a slab of chocolate on your greasy finger and letting me have it?
That's it, Maggie. I think we got something going now.
All right, you bring the chocolate cake.
Oh, yeah. I'll bring the cake.
I'll bring the sleeping
Oh,
pills.
yeah.
You're like the dog that chases a car. If you caught it, what would you do with it? Nothing. I know all about you and your dysfunctional pecker. You can deny if you want, but the Women's Institute, we know.
You know everything. That's the problem.
All right.
I know all
his tests are coming back and so good.
Well, that's the thing, you know, you gotta wait forever on this. People are complaining, the doctors are complaining that people are using emergency when they shouldn't be. You know, what do they people, I mean, good for the doctor to say that, he can self-medicate. You know, but people wandering around there without doctors or waiting weeks for an appointment, what do you think they understand? No, they don't understand that.
Well, they're going to bring in Cuban doctors, is what I heard.
They are.
Aye. They're bringing in 10 of them to start.
Oh, yeah.
And then, I mean, it's working all over the world. Cuba's got the highest literacy in the world, and they've produced the most doctors per capita of any country in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Aye, so we're going to end up with Cubans here. I've been studying Spanish.
Yeah, that's why they're coming in containers. Yeah, well, they gotta do something. They gotta do something.
Well, it's, you know, it's a plan. I'm telling you, it's a plan. In 1992, they cut out 10% of the seats at medical hospitals, in teaching hospitals in Canada. 10%. And somebody said, if you do that with a growing population, you're going to make it that nobody's got a doctor. And they said, I know.
Yeah.
Because it's, they don't want you to live. They want you to die.
What's going on? Anyway, Maggie, I gotta get going. I gotta go look for Bert. He should have been here.
All right, you go right ahead.
All right.
Okay, nice to see you, Les.
Oh, yeah, don't forget, we got a date with a chocolate cake.
Oh, aye.
Oh, yeah.
You should maybe wipe your legs too.
Oh, you're gonna wipe me down, eh?
No, but you've got it all over yourself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, filthy wee laddie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
You know, you're a handsome brute. Ah, you can pull my dish right here. Okay, see you, Les.
See you then.
Aye. He's no long for this one. It's that Chalmers dealing with them all, you know. And then I mean, everybody's whining about the doctor's shortage, and I don't know. It's like they've closed down the emergency, and now they're going to be closing down the long-term care facility. Before long, there's going to be nothing up there. Probably the Islands Trust is going to move their offices in there. Front counter BC, they call it. You come in there, zoning application, no, hysterectomy, right here, poor. I don't know what it's all coming to. I mean, I've gone to so many funerals lately, it's murderous, it is. Always keeping my funereal clothes clean, you know. Of course, there's always good buffets, isn't there? That's what I like about funerals. People are doing it now. They've got eco-friendly funerals, no wood used in it. They bury you without a casket. And I was talking to, what's his name, Beatty, about it, you know. He's the funeral home guy, and he says they've got this new proposal, and they're going to build all graveyards with a wee bit of an incline. And then they take you and they put you, they get a shopping cart for you, and they put you in it, and then they just say goodbye, and they push it, and it runs to the lip, and just when it hits the lip, it tips, and you fall right in, and then they take the shopping cart back to the bin.
About his very private.
You're doing his medicals?
Oh yes, no, he's on a wait list a long time for this procedure, and I've developed my own. Oh. And he doesn't have to wait because now there are these waiting lists forever and ever. But no, you see, what I'm going to do, because of my lengthy tenure at BC Ferries, they have made me the chief medical officer of Salt Spring. And I am opening a Ayurvedic wagon on the street with samosa.
Yeah, you know, that was a big TNA cafe opened up.
Oh, TNA was it?
Oh, aye, and somebody wrote in and said, how dare you, that's an insult to women. TNA, it stands for tits. Well, it turns out it's 2 women. And somebody else wrote in and said, what's wrong with TNA? Don't you ever eat at Barb's Buns? Somebody else wrote in and said, aye, and what about Mount Bruce and Beaver Point? Don't even mention Chuan. Becoming so politically correct.
Too bad. I am so excited about this procedure. I can't wait. You know, poor Bertie's been waiting months to do this thing. Oh, I can't say what it is, but when he comes, I will tell him.
Oh, I love you. Have a good time there, man. Oh, look, I think that's the last one for me.
What are you doing?
I'm getting these ready. These is, you know, we're doing this whole thing up at the Legion. We're taking in laundry, and then we deliver it to their house. It's like Meals on Wheels, except it's clean clothes, all pressed and clean. Look at that.
Very nice. You know, lady, I had my eye on you too.
You know, they should do something about this on this island. Every man thinks he's some sort of gift to women. There's no such thing.
I am having a nice pension, Maggie.
Oh, well, that always excites some women, but not me. I don't need a pension. I can take care of myself. Aye. The only one I'd like is Len Sokol, and he said no 3 times already. He's a good man.
Maggie, you would be a great pension. You're going away.
You dream on, Swami. See you later.
What can I say? Oh, I am going to tell you something. They have made me make for YouTube, the BC Ferries, an instructional video. And it is going on YouTube, and it has gone viral. And the instructional tape, I cannot play it for you, but I can demonstrate it here for you. Now this pretend that you are all the staff that I am training. And you are watching me, and I'm saying to you, all right, people, please listen very carefully. Because when you're going to be on the ferry, these things are going to be very precise. First, there is the boarding procedure. Now, whoever is on the car deck, you are going to be waving on the cars. Now, everybody who comes on is expecting and trying to figure out, are they going to be in the center lane? Or are they going to be in the far lane? So what you do is you bring them on, down, looking at the center lane, and they're making a big smile, and then you go this way. Then you watch their faces, they bring you to tears. But then if you want to see the reverse, then you switch back. And they light up and they get out of the car and they're dancing, because some of them are actually keeping tabs of how many times they get in the center lane. Something they are never in the center lane. I am going to be designing a ferry where there are no center lanes. Okay, now you brought everybody onto the ferry. Next is the ferry announcement that says you are trained in artificial insemination by Canada. And should they see anything untoward and dangerous, they should immediately contact one of the crew. Now what is it that you do? Yes, exactly, you go upstairs into the lounge, so nobody can find you. Next is the whistle. You have to be very clear about this. When you're going on the intercom, the ship's whistle will sound. No, not yet. Not yet, wait. Now you have all these monitor screens. See how people start relaxing. They're carrying their trays and now. 2 people falling overboard, that is a good score. Now you are underway. Now the next thing is very important. If you're going into the island and you're going to announce or you're going direct, you have to make an announcement. Now here's where you have to be very careful. You can't say we are coming to Pender Harbor. You have to say we are now arriving at That is the proper way to do it. Now sometimes the people, the captain would like, and we would like everyone to announce the distance to Tawasan and arrival time. But for me, I say, oh, what is time? That's why I get on into it. We are going to be arriving, oh, who cares? And it's a distance up. But distance is relative. Why announce it? Then you're coming. This is the most important part. Now, when you're getting to your destination, you look at this screen here, and it'll tell you how far you are away from Tawasan, for example. And it's going round and round, there it is, and you can see how far and how long it will be till we get there. Now, when do you make the announcement to go down? No, 45 minutes, that's the correct answer. Get them down there, so they sit for about a half an hour waiting. Now, then on the screens, that's why we have all these closed circuit cameras so you can watch the people trying to figure out where they park their car, what level, everything, and then they sit there and they sit there. Now, if you really want excitement, you make the announcement about 3 minutes before you dock. So you have, we are now at the terminal, and people start screaming and running around. It is always a joy to watch. Now, next is the actual docking procedure. Now, this is very important to you people who wish to be captains. Now, you have all the people in their cars, and all the people are waiting to disembark on foot. And you watch them, and you come in very slowly and gently, and everybody is relaxed. Then you push it over to this side, you bump, you watch it already, then you bump this way, and then you give it a little backwards, and they flip forward. And if you're good, you can get them doing this thing. Back and forth. Well, that is a sign of a good captain. Now,
Oh, hey, how you doing there, Sonny?
I expected to see you before now.
Oh, yeah, well, I tell you, I couldn't have had the sciatic thing, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I tell you, it's just been keeping me up all night long.
Oh, I will fix all of that with my Ayurvedic clinic and samosa bar. Don't you worry.
Not one of them
Yeah.
mobile things?
One of the mobile things right on the street. You come in, lie down, I give you an Ayurvedic treatment, you have a samosa and you're good to go.
Well,
Mr. Wood, I am hearing that you have been scheduled for some kind of oscopy thing.
oh, Lord, man, I've had more things. Yes, indeed. They got a TV camera they're going to put right up there, they said. TV, Shaw Cable. They just can't get a good connection.
How many months? You are waiting months for that?
I've been waiting for 2 years now.
No.
Ah,
No, this is perfect because this colonoscopy that you're supposed to have, I have developed one by myself on this island with the help of some local talent. And I can perform that for you right here today. You don't have to wait.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm going to bring it on. Can I bring it on for you?
Oh,
Do it.
You do whatever you want to do there.
Oh, I'm lighting that cake, I hear.
Oh,
All right, I'm going to bring back the equipment. Don't go away and all.
all right, whatever you say.
And I have had some incredible talent to help develop this.
I tell you, that man can talk a blue streak. It's a blue streak. No wonder they got him in charge of the ferries. I was reading there that what's his name, David Hahn, in the 90s when they decided to build a multi-million-dollar ferries. He says it's only going to make service better and ferry fares cheaper. Lying son of a bitch. They paid him $1 million a year and retired him on a $300,000 a year pension. Holy jumping Jeesley. Well, and give him free ferry fares.
We got it, it's coming.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Richard Murakami. Oh, my God. Richard Murakami. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Procedure I have developed from my teachers. This goes back thousands of years, this treatment. Now, we are going to do a high colonic, a pure cleansing fluid. I think you won't need anything else besides this. We need to get you on here because we have to take this. This is the essential tube.
We're not going to use it. Jack's not going to use
All
it.
right, now we need you. We're going to have to take your tongue down. This is a convertible job.
A tongue?
Yeah, the shirt has got to come off.
Help me here, Jack.
One of those belts from the geezer belt. That's what we. Anyway, you're going to have you put yourself down here. Lie down with your stomach down on here.
Trust me.
Now, yes, stomach down.
This is crazy.
Pump 'em up, pump 'em up.
Richard, is this covered by ICBC?
Look at this, you are more plugged up in the Thrifty's parking lot. No wonder he needs this treatment. Now we will flush it out with just some of my...
Suffering, Jesus.
Oh no, it's got to be a very high colonic. Let's work now. Now, you're filling up your tummy is full. Stepping up, you need to slosh it around a little bit.
What are you saying?
Get up.
Get up.
Yeah, get up now. Your stomach should be all full of the magic elixir. Okay, is it full? Oh, yes, I'm seeing it. Very good. Very good. Oh, yeah. Now, what do you do? Massage it around. Cleansing comes in.
It's hard, eh? It's a lot of work. You know, I'm not feeling so good.
We expected this. The medicine is taking its part.
I know, but it feels like something's opening up inside, like,
Richard, can you, I want to pull you turn on the apparatus here.
You can get looking as good as you want, but you're going to fill right up again.
Oh, no, we will have to do the treatment again. Well, I think that's the one for this. Tonight yes, we'll have to get dressed again because you can't. Cross your hard part. Okay,
You know what? My breasts feel bigger. This is what I call a real body shot. Richard and Jack, let's put our hands together.
I'm not wanting to leave you quite so early. So we're going to take some questions from the audience. If you have anything of the Swami or Mr. Burke.
Any of it, Karen.
Yes, or we can bring, if you have mechanical problems, we'll bring Richard, you want to come in and now?
Audience, I beg your pardon? Our ironing is ready. You can pick it up tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. And thanks for coming all the way from Vesuvius. I know it's dark at night. Question? Yes, sir.
Swami,
Oh, yes.
when they're unloading the ferry,
Yes.
how come the person that gets on first is always the last one off?
This is the law of snakes and ladders. It's a very ancient invention of my people. You think you're at the top, and suddenly you're back at the bottom. Karma. They called it karma. Oh, they tell you it's because you were last on the ferry in a previous lifetime.
Yes.
What's the difference between the south end and the north end?
Oh, about 6 miles?
There is no difference. You see, it depends on which end you get on at. It's when you get off. It's all the same. The beauty of coming to Salt Spring is you get off for free.
But you know what we were saying? Remember our old idea that those highway improvements is all part of the one-way system that they are going to put in.
One way, right off the other, never to return.
If you go off at Groton, you have to come down and back to Swartz Bay and up through, and then you can't come back down if you go up there.
Aye. Question. Look at that, they all know the answer. I see a hand up.
You're going to talk about that pathway to nowhere that they're building?
Oh, that one, no, they're coming back up the other way now. So you're just going to go down to Dr. Dixon's, cross the road, get the other lane. I was driving in from Filkow today, and there was a family of 7 walking along the road inside the new paved thing for bicycles. It's wonderful. Have you got a bicycle yet?
Not yet.
Oh, come on, I'll ride you double anytime.
That's the way he is channeling Maggie, isn't it?
Yes.
I think I figured out what the problem is with our sidewalk to nowhere and our long boardwalk with a hole in the middle. It's simply a matter of geography. If they put the part that's middle in the dock with the hole, it'll all be one. It'll be wonderful.
You should be running this country. This country needs us, I think. Aye, yes.
Dr. Butcher was a surgeon, and Dr. Beaver is a gynecologist. Have you confirmed this yet?
I'll cover you for that one. Oh, very good.
like I'm out of the country for 4 months a year, so there's 4 months where I'm not using my physician. So somebody that doesn't have a doctor can get in on my coattails and come in and have my physician for 4 months.
Yes, this is the
It's a
system.
physician sharing thing.
There's the doctor.
And which one are you saying? Beaver or butcher?
I've seen the butcher. I've said to Dr. Butcher, leave it with the bone end, please.
For Bert, you know, we talked about Jan. But you see, Bert, he's been going to Jan for years and years for that prostate examination.
Yep.
He had it out 5 years ago and didn't bother telling her.
She says everything's fine. I said, get out of sight. Yes. Yes, there's a hand up, yes.
What does Maggie think of the naked man in the forest?
I've been looking for that person and he's not there, you know. It's like that bear thing. I went looking for the bear and I couldn't find the bear. I've looked for the naked man in the forest. It's just somebody having a pee at the side of the road. Have you found the naked man in the forest? Not yet. Have you been walking in the forest? You see, you've got to go somewhere to find the way. You look for your man up against the tree.
Well, I think I'm going to bring,
We're going to bring who?
I'm
We're
going to
going
bring
to
our
bring
guests out and we're going to, you want to answer more?
Well,
More questions?
There's no questions, we're not answering.
When will they finish the boardwalk?
Well, you know, it's an interesting thing, I don't know. It's been 22 years. We had Phyllis Coleman, she was there for the 20th anniversary of the not opening. I remember, another 20 years. I mean, it's a silly thing, eh? It'll be finished around the same time as the sidewalk is, I think.
What would Gordon Cudmore say?
Gordon Cudmore thing?
What would he say?
Well, you know, it's a whole show, that.
Can I make a commercial announcement?
You can do anything you
Okay,
want.
I'm going to do it. I wasn't, but I'm going to. There is on October 11th going to be a special here, a fundraiser called Geezer Cafe with Valdy and Bill Henderson, a benefit for SEVA that do cataract operations to the world. If you don't know about them, go SEVA. Wonderful, wonderful.
You should get Richard back. He's worked on Cadillacs.
So our main message is
Always. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the ring. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself. There is no time to hate. Enjoy yourself. You won't get through the gate, and all your dough will be squandered by your mate. Enjoy yourself before it is too late. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself, the world is on the brink. Your friends are gone.